Ancient Egypt, land of gods, pyramids, and eternal mysteries. For more than 3,000 years, pharaohs ruled as living deities, their power absolute, their word law. But beneath the golden crowns and towering monuments lay a world hidden for centuries, a world of desire, of shocking rituals, of sexual secrets so raw they can still unsettle us today. Unlike our modern world bound by taboos, in ancient Egypt, sex was creation, sex was power, sex was survival. Tonight, we peel back the sands of time to uncover the shocking sexual secrets of Egypt's pharaohs, where incest preserved divine blood, public rituals tied orgasms to harvests, and intimacy itself was a pathway to immortality. This is Shocking Sexual Secrets of Ancient Egyptian Pharaohs Revealed. Viewer discretion advised. History here isn't clean, it's wild. To understand the pharaohs, we begin with the gods. Egyptians believed the divine set the template for rulers on earth. Adam, the first god, created the universe through masturbation. His seed birthed Shu, god of air, and Tefnut, goddess of moisture. From self-pleasure came the cosmos. His hand was symbolized as feminine, the eternal partner, Osiris and Isis, brother and sister, husband and wife. When Osiris was murdered and dismembered, Isis gathered his body parts, except one, the phallus, lost to the Nile. Through magic, she restored it, coupling with his corpse to conceive Horus. Creation through necrophilia, a love so deep it conquered death. Hathor, goddess of love and beauty, used seduction and erotic dance before Ra, father of the gods. Her sexuality rejuvenated him and rebalanced the cosmos. And Min, the great fertility god, eternally erect, blessed soil, herds, and women alike. Lettuce, with its white sap, was placed at his altar, symbol of seed and virility. These myths were not bedtime tales. They were blueprints for ritual, and pharaohs followed them. The pharaoh was Horus on earth, descendant of the gods. His bloodline had to remain pure, untouchable. And so pharaohs turned to their own sisters and daughters. Just as Osiris married Isis, the royalty of Egypt practiced incest as sacred duty. Tutankhamun, Egypt's boy king. Modern DNA proves he was born of siblings. His body reveals the cost: scoliosis, club foot, cleft palate, weakened immune system. Dead at 19. Married to his half-sister Ankhesenamun, their daughters were stillborn. A dynasty doomed by genetics. Akhenaten, Tut's father, married his sister. Art shows their family in strange, elongated, and androgynous depictions. Some believe these reflect the marks of inbreeding. Ramses II, father of hundreds, claimed wives among his daughters. And Cleopatra, last of the pharaohs, married two of her brothers to rule as goddess on earth. To common Egyptians, incest was taboo, but for royalty it was sacred. The gods did it, so must the kings. Divinity preserved, even as their bodies crumbled from within. Once each year the Nile's floodwaters rose, bringing life. The Egyptians believed semen and the river's silt were one, seed of life. To ensure fertility, pharaohs performed a shocking ritual: public masturbation into the Nile. Emulating Atum, the god of creation, their act renewed the cosmos. Crowds gathered as their king disrobed, casting seed into water. No shame, no taboo. This was magic, life itself, witnessed by thousands. Later queens like Hatshepsut carried symbols of phalluses, embodying the rite in new forms. Every drop linked heaven, earth, and survival. Harems, imagined today as dens of pleasure, were engines of politics. Pharaohs collected wives and concubines not only for passion, but for alliances. A princess from a rival kingdom in the harem meant peace. 100 wives meant 100 heirs. But within these walls, danger lurked. Plots brewed in whispers. Rival wives competed viciously for their sons to inherit the throne. The Turin Papyrus records the harem conspiracy. Wives and concubines plotted to murder Pharaoh Ramesses III, hoping to place their children on the throne. Pleasure and poison, forever entwined. Erotic papyri from Deir el-Medina show sexual guides, positions, and toys. Women enjoyed freedom unknown in most ancient societies. Property ownership, divorce rights, even influence in court. The harem was not prison. It was a battlefield dressed in silk. Sex was worship. At festivals of Hathor, priestesses danced in erotic ecstasy. At Min's festival, phallic statues were paraded. Fertility blessed entire communities. Some accounts suggest priestesses united sexually with devotees as sacred ritual. Others reject the idea as later distortion. Still, the lines between devotion and desire blurred. Sex was worship. At festivals of Hathor, priestesses danced in erotic ecstasy. At Min's festival, phallic statues were paraded. Fertility blessed entire communities. Some accounts suggest priestesses united sexually with devotees as sacred ritual. Others reject the idea as later distortion. Still, the lines between devotion and desire blurred. In said festivals, pharaohs symbolically mated with the land, sometimes with priestesses standing as goddesses, proving their divine potency. Prosperity depended on their success. Failure of virility meant failure of rule. Not all was sacred glow. Shadows of Egyptian sexuality shock us still. Necrophilia. Morticians sometimes violated corpses of beautiful women, forcing families to let bodies decay before mummification. Myths themselves condoned it. Isis reviving Osiris through sex with his corpse. Bestiality woven into fertility cults. Some sought union with animals to heal illness or honor gods. Crocodiles, goats, bulls, all linked to divine power. Though outlawed, cases emerged, echoed in mythological hybrids of deities like Sobek or Anubis. Homosexuality was tolerated, though layered with dominance and rivalry. In myth, Horus resisted Seth's advances, only to turn the act back on him. Pharaoh Pepi II, records suggest, may have pursued male lovers. Judge not, for in Egypt, love wore many forms. Egyptian women lived with rare freedom. They could choose lovers, own land, divorce unfaithful husbands. Love songs inscribed on papyri glow with erotic imagery. Women describing desire openly, men longing with equal passion. Sex enhanced not only life, but afterlife. In tomb inscriptions and magic spells, couples sought union forever, even in death. Erotic amulets placed in graves spoke of rebirth through love. The field of reeds, Egypt's paradise, was fertile land where lovers reunited in eternal embrace. For Egyptians, passion did not end with life, it carried into eternity. When we strip away our modern shame, Egypt's secrets reveal not filth or scandal, but cosmic order. The pharaoh was father, lover, husband, god. His incest preserved bloodlines. His seed renewed the Nile. His virility ensured salvation, and his harem shaped dynasties. Sex in ancient Egypt was no sin. It was salvation. It built empires, shaped eternity, and gave birth to gods. The next time you gaze at a pharaoh's golden mask, remember, you are not only looking at a king, you are staring into the face of a god who ruled by desire, lived by passion, and whose shocking sexual secrets shaped the very course of civilization itself.